Hello Internet, welcome to the Bad Shop YouTube channel. It's been a while since I did any kind of video like this. This is another unboxing. You might be able to see what's behind me. Well, right now, what day is it today? It's Wednesday, March 28th. It is currently 5:22 p.m. It's still sunny outside, as you can see through my frosted windows and look at my Bad Shop door. And yes, this is another unboxing video. And this one is, I've been waiting to get one of these things for some time since they came out. And when I heard they were releasing a certain body for this chassis, I figured I'd have to get one. So, without further ado, this is what I'm unboxing today. It's a Traxxas TRX4 Bronco Ranger XLT. And just look at that body. It's very, very nice. Now, I ended up going for the red version of this, the red bodied version. This is, I think, what they call sun-kissed or sunbeam or something like that. I went with red simply because one of my buddies picked one of these up today, and he went with the sun-kissed, so I decided to go red, so in case we're on the trail, we would be able to tell who's who, although I'm pretty sure lots of other people in my RC friends group will be getting probably the sun-kissed or the red, and then, you know, we'll have to stick stickers all over our cars. Anyways, one other thing I liked when I saw this in promo was the chrome wheels, which I believe they are plastic, but chrome with hubs. It looks pretty sweet. So, yeah, anyways, this is one of the more, well, at this point, it's not really new on the market. This TRX4 chassis has been on the market for some time, but this Bronco version is the latest version that they are selling now. They have the Land Rover Defender bodied one, and then they have the tactical unit one, which I didn't fancy at all. I was like, I'm gonna wait for whatever comes next, if there comes one next. And thank God the Bronco came along. It looks epic. Now this is an RTR kit. You can buy the TRX4 in a kit form now. Traxxas did release it in a kit, which Traxxas hasn't released a kit, an actual build-it-yourself kit, in seems like forever. So it's nice that they're actually getting on that ball again. So that's nice. That's a nice touch. Now, since this is RTR, I'm going to jump right over here onto this screen. So, what's in the box? What do you get for your glorious dollars? Also, just before I continue, I picked this one up at Tried and True Discount Hobbies in Oshawa, maybe an hour or two after my buddy picked his up, and yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to go trailing together very soon. But anyways, I picked mine up there, and I know lots of hobby shops have been taking delivery recently of this kit as early as yesterday, I think. So this one is quite fresh, or what I'd say box fresh. Now, back to the box. What is in the box? You get Traxxas, Traxxas TQI 2.4 gigahertz radio, 4-channel, drinking too much pop, 4-channel radio system. You get the XL5 high voltage, I think HV, high voltage waterproof ESC, which is really nice. A Titan 21 turn 540 motor, and because it's 540, there's some extra torques in there. Most 110 kits go with the 540 size. 550 is just a little bit bigger, but that will be fine for this application. You get a quality tool set. Look at that quality tool set, if you can see it. Very nice. Quick start guide, sure. And the TRX4 itself, ready to drive with Ford Bronco body, it says. Excellent. Now, when you purchase this is pretty much ready to go. It isn't like 100% ready to go. I'd say it's like 97.6% ready to go, because you will need 4 AA alkaline batteries. Those are for the radio. You also need a 6 or 7 cell NIM battery, or a 2 or 3 cell LiPo battery. And it says with Traxxas high current connector. I'm probably going to end up changing out the connector on this truck right away, probably to a Dean, simply for preference. I think the only vehicle I have with a Traxxas plug is somewhere over there. And that'll probably get changed out at some point too. So, and you also need a battery charger to charge your battery. Now, if most of you have been through the Bad Shop channel or seen any other of my postings, you'll notice that I have a number of vehicles here in the stable, lots of projects, bodies, things going on. The other most recent thing I picked up was the Tamiya Dancing Rider T301. There's an unbox of that too. If you search on my channel, it's probably one of the more recent videos. And I got to do some more stuff with that. But first, we're going to do this Traxxas today. This is all about the Traxxas. the TRX4. Now, they have this thing called Traxxas Link, which I haven't really researched much on or really, like, you know, dived into it or that kind of stuff. You download an app to your phone, and then you purchase the special link-enabled thing, box, whatever it is. It says it's sold separately anyway, it doesn't come with it, but you purchase that and you download the app, and then you get sort of like a telemetry from the vehicle to your phone, which is kind of neat. And it looks like you get, like, you know, speed, this and that, probably temperatures. You could probably even program a couple things on the speed control or something. I'm not entirely sure, don't quote me on that. But at least it's some extra bits you can do with that, and it's something neat that I kind of like what Traxxas is doing with that aspect. I owned a Traxxas drag car for a short period of time, and there was a couple of unique features that also had the TQI radio, with it. And there was different things on it. You had like a burnout mode, you had torque setting for the launching of the drag car, things like that. So unique features is something I've noticed Traxxas is kind of doing, and I like that. That's something different. It's sort of thinking outside the box, and I haven't heard of too many other manufacturers sort of doing things like that. I know there are other manufacturers that are doing things like this, but I think the most noticeable one in my eyes currently is Traxxas. And even some of my buddies are talking about Traxxas and all the neat things they're doing, so they're someone to watch. I mean, most Traxxas stuff, you just take it out, bash it, beat it up like their Stampede or their Rustler or their Bandit, Buggy, things like that. And most of the time, Traxxas just bash, bash, bash. That's all really what I've ever heard them for. My first ever proper hobby grade RC was a Traxxas Hawk 2, which then became the Traxxas Rustler. So I do have a soft spot for Traxxas now. So if you look around the box, I want to crack this thing open like right away, but of course we got to go through some of the motions. There's a dot here which signifies this is mine. The red one, one-handed, flip the box. So I went with the red one. You can get the, I'm going to call it Sun-Kissed for now because that just sounds cooler than Sun, I don't even know what it is, Sunbeam or whatever. Anyways, I went with the red one. And what's this? Scan to win. I guess I'll scan that later or whatever. And they do stress battery and charger not included, as I said. On this side of the box is another picture of the truck. And on this side there's a bunch of features and stuff. I guess I'll go through that as well. On the bottom, I've already done that. Okay, so let's flip this around. Scale and trail crawler, and that is true, and I will explain momentarily. So let me flip the box around again. Okay, now, so there's lots of unique features on this, which is pretty cool. So, remote locking differentials. How cool is that? When I heard that, I thought, no way, it can't be. But it's true. You can lock and unlock the diffs remotely from the radio, which I think is quite cool. So you could be out on the trail, and then all of a sudden, ooh, pavement, unlock the diffs, go nuts. So that's kind of cool. 2-speed transmission. In this case, it's a high-low range, so it's like gear 1 is low, gear 2 is high. So you go down the trail, you shift it into low range, you bounce some rocks, crawl some trails, things like that. When you hit the pavement or you want to do a little bit of speed, shift her into high gear and go nuts. Metal Gear servo included, it says. Now, I've heard from a number of users out of the box, the servo just doesn't have enough on the trail. But for everything else, it seems to be all right. But I believe it is waterproof, so that's kind of a bonus. I think, yeah, so pretty much the whole truck is waterproof out of the box, which is also a big plus. So, I'll confirm that later. But anyways, probably in another video, but I think that's the case. Torque twist eliminated. This is the whole, their portal axles, which is also quite interesting, coming from Traxxas. You know, I had not seen a portal axle up close, but then again, I don't crawl that much. I'm not super heavy into the crawling, although I do like it. I'm more of a drifter, an on-road guy. But I know a stock portal axle setup, that's quite cool, quite different. Most portal axles, you have to get third-party and put them on yourself and all that kind of stuff. 1.9 tires. They say it's a Canyon Trail tire. It's probably stock Traxxas one. Probably the stock ones that come all TRX4. And when I drove one when they first launched this, I was able to drive one really close after they launched. The tires actually work pretty good, which I was blown away. More on that in a sec. Waterproof. I believe this is, the receiver I don't think is waterproof, but they have a nice sealed waterproof box, which I will be testing for sure. Inner fenders. Now at the hobby shop, on the early versions of TRX4, the inner fenders were, I believe, part of the body. Since then, with this newer version, they are now part of the chassis. They're actually they're built onto the chassis, which pretty cool. A little more scale looking, I think. Keep more bits and water and all that kind of crap out of the chassis. But anyways, you go trailing or diving through a pond or a creek or something, you're gonna have to clean it anyway. But whatever, we'll worry about that later. Now, what else we got? This thing says cruise control. I don't really understand what that's about, but it's probably some other unique feature. I'll figure that out later. A rigid steel frame, improved geometries, the scale details, heavy duty rod ends, it says. An ESC that will take 3S. And this, aluminum shocks, neat. I wonder if that was a feature on the first version. I don't remember when I first drove one if it had aluminum shocks or not, but I'll have to look into that later on. And it also says extreme capability. It'll climb a 63-degree incline. I wish I had something I could test that with. I mean, I don't, but I'll give it a shot anyway. I'll send it up 70. Who cares? So anyways, this just talks about the portals. I'm not going to go into that because if you want to read more about that, you can Google it. But it just talks about the difference between the portals, how you get extra ground clearance and different things like that. So, yeah, that's a unique feature. Now, after yabbering for a bit, let's crack this open and check this thing out. Because my friend sent me pictures when he took his home, and I said, stop doing that, you're making me jealous. By the way, my friend, he's part of the Wolfpack RC, Wolfpack Garage, and he does a lot of custom crawler stuff, and he makes a bunch of different crawlers. I even got one RC 4-wheel drive TF2 off him, which is really nice. Save that for another day. This is Traxxas right now. Alright, I'm cracking this open. I'm not waiting any longer. But anyways, yeah, his name's Brandon. He took his home, sent me pictures, and then immediately went out trailing, which I said, stop it, you're making me jelly. Sent me pictures of it in the mud and everything. Jelly. So, without further ado, well, that's noisy. Let me rip this thing open. Get this wrapping off. You know what? I'm going to have to set you guys down. Let me just put you down on top of this. No, that's it. No, yeah. Put you down, and then I'll crack this open, and we'll open it together. If you got headphones, maybe mute this part. And please excuse the mess of the bad shop. Too many things going on at once. Not enough time to clean up. But I'll get there. Alright. Enough of that garbage. Did I get it all? Alright, wicked. So, how does it open? Oh, I see, there's tape there. And I don't have my knife handy, so I get to use this, which has a dull edge. I'm trying not to wreck the box, but it's okay. Not a big deal. Now, oh, here we go, okay. You stay there. You guys stay up there. Let me get this all out. Normally I try to open the box with the camera facing on the top of the box, but in this case it's not going to happen. So you gotta just bear with me. I know the angle is a bit wonky, but I'll get it all out and then we will hum and haw over it. How about that? There's the quality... Ooh, look, Traxxas decals. Cool, nice. There's the quality tool set. Quality tool set, Traxxas decals. Nice quality tool sets and big body clips. I like those. Alright, so. Oh, Lord of mercy, the truck's on its roof. Let me flip it over. Oh, that's not good. Can't have my brand new truck upside down. Well, maybe you can kind of see in there right now. I'm going to roll it out. Oh, yeah, look at that. Rolls right out. Sits in there on the end to end with styrofoam and oh, yeah. What else is in there? Oh, there it is. The box over there. The radio's in the far end of the box. Right, styrofoam. Okay, let me get this tape off. And we will paw over this. box fresh. I love it. Now, so in the box, when you take it out, the body is wrapped in a bag. I like that. That's smart. Keep it nice and shiny and new. You get a little bit of a look at the chassis here. And I'm gonna just put this bag over off to the side. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Should I take this off? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, geez, I almost broke the rear end of the truck. I haven't even taken it out yet. The way I grabbed it, it's made a funny sound. Anyways, okay. Get that on there. That on there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, more of this stuff. Oh, goodness. They even put protective wrap on the bumpers, and I think these bumpers are actually aluminum. Somebody told me they're aluminum, and they're not. They're not actually plastic. They're proper aluminum. Probably in my next video, I will confirm that. But I mean, it's shiny. That's for sure. Come on, we gotta make a nice video here. There we go. Okay. Now, is there one on the rear bumper? There is. We can spend more time peeling off this stuff than anything else, but I want you guys to see it in all of its glory. You know what? Just put that like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Hopefully that's not a bad angle. All right, now let me bring you back over here. There it is. Look at that. The detail in this body is quite nice, to be frank. The grille, very nice, a proper grille. Headlights look very nice, even though there's stickers behind that lens. It looks pretty scale. I like it. I do like it. It looks good. There's going to be a bad shot plate, license plate going there, and on the rear, look at the side mirrors. Even that looks really nice. Could probably put a little nice reflective piece and have a proper reflective mirror. And even got windshield wipers here. Look at that. That's decent. That's very nice. And like I said, the rims, look at that. Look at that. Those are plastic, but with the hubs, it has that extra little bit. Tires are nice and sticky and, oh, fresh. Love it. Okay, so it gives you an idea of what it looks like. You know, here's the front end straight on. You can see the axle here and the chrome diff cover, and you kind of can see the portal axle set up here. It'll be better with the body off, but anyways. So if I just give this a quick flex test, push this wheel up as far as I can go until the rear wheel starts lifting. There we go. There's the amount of flex I'm getting out of the box. Flex, I say flex. Articulation is the proper word, but we'll go with flex, it's easier. That is a good amount of flex out of the box. So yeah, like, very impressive. And like I said, when I drove one for the first time early on, I was so impressed I wanted to run out and buy one right away, but they were all sold out because people just fell in love with them. And to be honest, they are really good out of the box. I can't wait to try this particular version out of the box. Here's the rear end. It looks like you can add, there's some indents here. It looks like you could add something to that, maybe a wiper or perhaps a spare wheel thing to go there. That would be cool. I'd like to do that. A bad shot plate will go there. There's even a scale hitch thing here. That's kind of cool. That's part of the rear chassis, I think. So you could probably use that to, you know, tow some stuff or whatever. I don't know if that's a standardized sort of size, but we'll find out in the near future and report back. But I mean, that's pretty cool to come with that out of the box. So anyways, all right, let me just put you back on this car right here, and we'll take the body off, take a look at the chassis. There, put the body over here. Oh yes, oh, there's some literature here. Easy set tips. I'm not reading that right now because I'm not doing anything right now. Right, okay, here we go. Alright. Now, yeah, so these inner fenders are actually part of the chassis, and they are detachable, looks like, by a screw or two. That's pretty cool. pardon me, more pop burps. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I only had a few sips. Who knows? Anyways, side step rails. Get out of here, please. Side step rails, nice. The XL5 HV. These, I'm starting to get hiccups now. This is not good. Anyways, the fenders, yes, they come off. Looks like 1 or 2 screws. That's cool. These looks like you can adjust them, put them in, put them out. That's cool too. Micro servo here. I'm not sure what that does, but it looks like it's attached to the transmission, so that's probably your high-low shift. There's that Traxxas connector. That will be going bye-bye. 21 turn 550 motor by Traxxas. Standard silver can. It's waterproof out of the box because it's brushed. I'd imagine these servos are also waterproof. Yes, they are. I see 2 more over there. The battery tray is right in the middle for good weight distribution. Body posts here are totally adjustable by 1 screw on each side. Looking really nice. And let me flip it around, flip the truck around. So you can see here the 2 micro servos on this side that control the locking diffs. So these servos operate a cable, and the cable locks and unlocks the diffs. That's pretty neat, to be honest. I've not seen something like this for some time. Usually like in the more hardcore stuff, like there's a 5th scale car off to the side over there. It's a bit broken, I have to deal with it, but that uses sort of something similar. It has a hydraulic system in for brakes and stuff, so it's a similar concept, but the servo in that operates a pump for the hydraulics to do brakes and stuff. This is simply just cable operation, which still is pretty cool and neat, I would say. And yeah, this is out of the box. This is ready to go. Like, couldn't be more happy, to be honest. They've done a nice job of this. And the way the chassis is laid out, I like it. I like what I'm seeing. The receiver is inside here, and this box has a seal on it to prevent water getting out. I mean, water getting in. And so that's good. This truck is waterproof out of the box, which is just, that's hardcore. So, I'll take a quick look on the underside of the truck. There you go. So, that's what the underside looks like. Portal axles, things like that. And yeah, probably in the future maybe drive shaft upgrade would be a good idea, but I think they'll work all right for now. And yeah, there are actually aluminum shocks on this. I can see it. I just want to give you a bunch of more shots sort of around the chassis. Factory aluminum links, which is really nice. I believe they're aluminum. Yeah, that's aluminum, all right. And so, yeah, there's the shock. Put it in the light there. There's the aluminum shock. Nice. That's a nice touch. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then here's the radio. Let me move the truck sort of out of the way. There's the radio. And yeah, you got this switches here. I'm not entirely sure what these all do, like the special switches or whatever. I know this switch controls something to do with locking diffs or something like that. I'm gonna have to read the manual, maybe make another video once I take this for a quick test drive or something and figure all this out. But this is the Traxxas TQI radio, the top qualifier, and they've used this on a lot of different vehicles over the years, and now they're starting to add custom little things here and there, so you can do little different things like this with the locking diffs and the shifting of the transmission and stuff. And like I said, the drag car had a couple different dials for torque and burnout mode and that kind of stuff. So pretty neat. I like it. And even this foam here feels kind of nice. That's going to be nice to hold on to. So even though it is a factory radio, it's nice. 4 AA's. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I can't wait to take it out and drive it, to be brutally honest. I just don't know where I'm going to take it first, but I think I'll probably drive it around somewhere like a parking lot, just to get used to it, get used to the shifting and this and that. Got to figure out the nicest way to put this body on, because it's not entirely sitting down. I think I got a cable messing around over there, but anyways, so that's it. That's the Traxxas TRX4 Ford Bronco edition, and it's a looker. Yeah, that's not sitting right because there's a cable over there, but anyways, it's a looker. It looks awesome. Can't wait to take it out. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about it right now until I dive a bit more in it. But this is only the unboxing video. I'm going to have lots tried to get lots of other videos of it running and going through the different features and things, and you can see the difference between like the what locking diff setup looks like when it's running, and a lock diff, and this and that, and the high-low, and just everything. So yeah, so if you like this, you like what you're seeing, drop me a line in the comments, give me a like, subscribe, tell your friends. Got questions about this thing, let me know. If you have one, a TRX4 already, and maybe I messed up a piece of info or something, drop me a comment, let me know what's going on, or just tell me what you think of it. I know the steering servo is weak on the trail, I did mention that. That's probably one of the first complaints, the steering servo is a bit weak, but otherwise good. Yeah, so I can't remember off the top of my head other things people have said, but the number one thing people complain about that I've heard is that steering servo. But if you just mess around doing light crawling and just, you know, kind of messing around bashing or whatever, should be fine. But yeah, it just lacks a bit of torque on the trail. So anyways, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think, and I can't wait to go out trailing, and hope to see you guys out on the trails. I'm trying to get out locally in my area. There's a trail near what I think they call Harmony Dog Park or something. The local guys who watch this, they'll know, and I want to get out there, and now that I have this, they're going to be bugging me all weekend to get out there, but this is Easter weekend's coming up, so I don't know if I'll get out, but I'm going to try. So anyways, yeah, signing off. I will leave you with some shots of this, and till next time, see you later.